right.
All right, welcome to What the Fuck is Happening podcast. We have our guest over here today, Neha Singh.
What's up,
Hi
Neha?
guys.
What's
Hi.
happening? You are our only last girl school friend remaining, by the way. Baki sabko
I've
to-
stayed consistent
Yeah, you've stayed consistent, bro. It's
Yeah.
very difficult, bro, to keep up.
because I'm
There's like
half.
6 to 7 guys, and then
Yeah.
the 8th one.
And then there's always me. It's always a trouble going to a nightclub. Then
Wow.
has stuck along for a while.
Yeah.
Then I stuck around, yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
She has.
But from school, you're the only one, bro.
Yeah.
10,
And I was
15
like-
came, went,
I'm
broke
just-
up. You too, but you came back.
I made my re-entry.
You re-entered like a boss, bro. I felt
just
it, bro.
not
And you came back like,
taking-
whoa, ye kya ho raha hai?
I'm not taking no for an answer.
Yeah, you just... It was so, like, amazing the way that you came back. Like, because everyone, like, to an extent, like, hated so much for no reason, if you think about it, right? But then you, like, came back. It was, like, so fucking cool.
Yeah, man. Like,
It was so fucking cool, bro. Now that, like, I'm in the flow and I'm saying it, now it's just coming to me.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's coming to you as well. I can see it.
I was just talking to my dad earlier and realized that I've known all of you since 2007, which was 15 years.
Yeah.
Which is
Wow.
crazy. Like
It's
we are
mad,
like
right?
even if I want, I cannot get rid of you all now.
Yeah.
It's like that.
We're there.
we're there.
Pooja, you go to the US, you come
Permanent,
back.
yeah.
We're here, bro. You want to meet India? We're there, bro. You want to get COVID in Serbia together? We're there, bro.
No, not again. But yeah, that was some memory.
I wasn't there for that COVID thing, man. I wish I
Bro,
was.
you actually missed
I had
out.
COVID back in Sharjah. Like, back in Dubai. I had COVID
Oh.
over here. So I was with you guys. in,
That
like,
would have been better.
you know, I was with you guys in the COVID place.
It's
but
all
not, like, in
Harsh's fault. That's how it started.
Bro, you are the person who gave me COVID.
Yes, because I got it from him. I was the second victim. He was the first one, and we all saw him getting sick. And then I got sick in Novi Sad.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't, like, I remember a pile is massaging my head with all these, what are these medicines, like Indian medicines. And I'm like, this is not helping. I'm not feeling okay right now. But she's trying her best. And the worst part was I took 4 COVID tests. Each was $100.
Yeah.
Actually, it took 5. No. The 4th one was already negative. And I didn't know it was negative and had already taken the 5th
Because the
one.
test results
Because
come
the
after so
paperworks were
long,
confusing,
right? Yeah.
and I was referring to the wrong paperwork, and I was just sitting there. I'm like, how are all these fuckers healed, and I'm still positive? Until I realized, no,
So-
I was cleared.
So there were 10 of us who ended up going for the trip, right? 9 of us came positive. We had gone for a New Year's Eve. Like, just to celebrate Christmas and New Year's, we just went to Serbia. Indian passport, visa is free. Just walk in. Like,
Anywhere.
I've never felt that before, bro. Like, you know how, like, you can just enter into any country being an Indian. And then it's, like, sort of like a Eastern European place.
Yeah.
But
I
then
mean,
because...
I can't believe, like, Jalesh did not get COVID from because he
He was the
traveled back
only
and he
one.
got it, man.
Yeah, he was the only one who came out negative, and he was the one quarantining from away from all of us, bro. That was so crazy.
Yeah, he was protected for most part, and then I believe Guttu was as well. Oh no, he got it.
He came too late. I think we were already done by then, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He wanted to come back and get it, is what I remember.
I think he stayed. He wanted to get it so bad that he was just sharing everything he could. Like,
I want to stay in
yeah,
Serbia and party
just
with
breathe
you
in my
all.
mouth already. That was stress. bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
fuck.
good too for us. Yeah.
He really didn't want to come back to Dubai.
No, bro. He went to the airport with Jelish, and then his parents are suddenly calling one of us, and they're like, please send him back to the airport because this guy's just wanting to come. Like, he's just running away from the airport.
Yeah.
And everyone is calling Jelish, and we're like, bro, please keep him with you. Just take him on the flight. And this guy's already been scarred by Shreyas once before.
And we all were getting messages, what's your new address? Because we had just moved places in Serbia. And he was willing to leave the airport and come back.
Wow.
So we made sure he didn't get the address so
So
that he
he
didn't know where
couldn't
to
come
go. Like,
That's the only way to keep him away. Yeah.
that's so cool.
He really wanted to hang out with you guys.
You missed out. You missed
I
out.
missed
You
out
missed
on that.
out.
You
I
missed
missed
out on the shit show that it was.
Yeah, man. I miss out on a lot of this traveling thing. You guys travel a lot, and I'm just here in Dubai.
I think
like,
I just went to Serbia with everyone, but that was like, if you didn't come for that trip, you actually missed out. Like,
Yeah.
Look, let's talk about a trip that we actually all went for, right? That's Jalesh's wedding. Let's talk about the one where I was a part of. So I don't feel left out on that.
How
way.
did you
So-
feel?
How's it
in-
going though? He's still married?
Yeah, obviously he's married. Like,
Joking.
I'll,
I don't
I'll
know
make sure
with you
to
guys.
give him a ring once we're done. You can speak to him.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I love him. And
Yeah.
all.
Did you ask him in the last 6 months ever? Like, have you spoken to him?
I did message him briefly probably on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. I've not had a conversation with him.
Has he told you anything about like how's it going?
No, I hear like through Harsh, I'll hear a little bit. Like he came
Good
or he
things?
hung out.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
it.
just
then.
neutral
Yeah.
things.
yeah.
Fair enough.
But that's
From
about
Harsh, you hear about all of us, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming. Yeah.
I jump on a Zoom call
He's
with him
willing.
once a week,
Oh,
and then we fight.
Remember, we were the last time actually we were in that Zoom call where we stayed in JBR. If you remember.
Oh yeah, when it was
The-
Harry's birthday.
Was it Harry's
I can't
birthday or
remember.
It was Harry's
that
birthday.
Eid's thing?
It was Harry's
Whatever
birthday.
it was, yeah.
You guys
No, not-
rented that fancy room, and you all were there. You were pretty wasted. You all were pretty wasted.
Oh,
When Prince came.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
remember this,
yeah,
bro, I
yeah, yeah.
remember
That one also.
That's pretty new scar. Let's.
Oh, that was like so fucked up, bro. I think I had a fight with Harsh, and he just took like 3 shots of Red Bull, like, pee.
That is so harsh.
And I was like, okay, bro, I'll drink. And the next thing I know, everyone has surrounded me in the washroom, and there's puke everywhere. And everyone is like, bro, are you okay? I was like, yeah, bro. I love you guys. And that's it. I just said I love you, and I just went back to sleep, bro. And I'm on the floor in the washroom.
There was so much drama in that night that it reached fucking Vegas the next morning. 7 a.m. I was woken up with a call, and I'm just sitting in my backyard. Like, how is this happening? How is this still happening?
Bro,
I
I
mean-
think I got wasted 3 times that day, bro. Like,
I
it
was
like-
not even like I was there in the party, yeah, but I did not drink that night because one day before was the Naz's birthday, and I was
You're probably hungover.
super drunk for that one.
Ah.
Fought with some of the Naz's colleagues, but
always
which I
is-
did not even know about because I mean from my like this thing side I was like, bro, I did not say anything wrong.
Bro,
yeah?
on that day you just ate biryani and went to sleep. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I ate biryani. I was pretending like I was drinking because Harshit kept like looking at me. He's
Of
like, bro,
course.
what is wrong with you? Drink. I'm like, yeah, a little bit here and there. And I slept. I did not know that you actually went and passed out and all this.
Yeah, bro, I have videos. I'll show you after this.
It's like, I did not even know
I'm
about
just in
that,
the
man.
washroom with my fucking shades on. I'm just like, yeah, guys.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing's
has
changed.
changed.
No, something has changed. I stopped drinking, so that's changed.
What?
And I've, like,
Yeah, I don't
stopped.
drink anymore.
Since like the last 23 days?
No, since so I drank on Harshit's birthday
Yeah.
because that was my gift. I
'Cause
was like,
apparently-
bro, if I drink with you on your
So
birthday,
you're
will
like sober now?
yeah, sober.
So what are we supposed to do when we hang out?
Whatever you want, I'll drive you, bro. I'll take you wherever you want.
But what made you do this?
What
Just
made-
health?
Nothing. I was just, as I said, I was fighting. Anything to do with drinking was going out of hand. So I've identified that I'm going out of hand because of the drinks.
Right.
So if you remove that, everything is good.
The same thing with me,
So
by
what
the
do you
way.
do now for like the
I hang out.
high?
I travel. I'm traveling tonight.
Oh, yeah, you're traveling. Where are you going now?
I'm going to Mumbai
Oh.
for the weekend.
for the wedding?
It's not even a wedding, bro. The wedding, whatever has to be done
You're
is
just
done.
going there to
I'm
chill.
just going there to chill, you know,
After
Yeah,
gas.
for the enlightenment and awakenings.
Yeah, awakenings, enlightenments. I understand,
Yeah.
bro. No, even I've stopped like drinking. Like last time I drank was on Tanaz's birthday, but before that I haven't drank. in a
Yeah,
while.
so
all of us are quitting
Wow.
slowly. We're all
Wow.
quitting, bro.
it's just you and me, bro, or कोई
Yeah,
नहीं है,
I
no
don't
one
think so.
else.
The others are going to do it anytime soon.
Yeah.
I don't think so. they
Whoever
will do
has
it.
quit has opened up this podcast. People come and they talk about their drinking stories, bro. That's
Yeah.
about it. Like,
Yeah.
No, like it's. I mean, health-wise, I did not feel like anything different, to be honest. When you know,
I felt like a
Really?
major change.
Just like more energy and more focus.
Yeah, I felt a huge difference, bro. Like, my weight automatically started going down.
Right.
Mentally, I felt so much more lighter. Like, I'm on my game. Like more times than I'm not.
Right.
And also like the feeling of like you feel bloated. At least I used to feel bloated as fuck. Like I'm puffed up, you know. And that feeling is just not nice. Like I
Yeah.
get a weekend. One of the days I drink, I fight. The second day I'm just recovering, and then I'm just like, fuck, I gotta go to work again.
yeah, man, that's like one of the
So-
reasons. Like I was like, my weekends are getting messed up, and
Describing my life right now in Vegas. Yeah. It's like Friday night, you go out, you have a few drinks. Saturday is recovery. Sunday is like, don't talk to me.
Yeah, because then you got to prepare mentally for the
Yeah.
next day, right? Like you got a whole
Right.
week ahead of you.
Yeah.
So I just
Exactly.
removed that drinking aspect, and it's going
Especially
good
with the
now.
group that you guys have got going on. That must be quite a challenge.
Oh,
What group is this?
What group are we talking about?
Ah, boys.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean,
That's fine. I mean, like no one is like everyone's doing
Pushing
what they
you.
like.
Yeah, no one's pushing
Initially,
you.
everyone was like, "Bro, why are you not drinking?" I can't
They
go.
respect it now.
Now it's just like, okay, cool.
I mean, like they start off with because when they're drunk, they come up. They're like, "Oh, why are you not drinking? Why are you not drinking?"
But obviously, you'd want your friends to drink with you, right? Like,
Right.
I understand that point. Like, I've been the guy on the other side who's like, fuck, yo, one more drink, one more
Yeah.
drink.
One more drink.
One
Have a
shot
shot.
with me, one shot with me. Like, no, like, you got to respect the other person.
I was like, "Yeah."
But
short
I get
drinks.
it that when someone doesn't do it, to me initially, but as long as it doesn't continue past a certain point, I'm okay with it. Like, I know how to deal with it.
That's the thing. Man.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's your life, bro? What the fuck is going on
Yeah.
with you?
Tell me, man. Tell me about Vegas.
What the fuck is happening, bro?
Vegas.
Bro, do you know that she recently got a new car?
Oh, sick. Which one?
Bro, you'd want to stand up and just run away from here.
It's the EQS Mercedes.
Holy shit! What is this? Bro, you're moving up, man. Oh, EQS, bro.
It's
Wow.
very nice. Yeah.
When did you get it?
I just got it like maybe 2 months ago. My brother was there, and we are just like, we'll just go to the Mercedes dealership. And Harry was helping me quite a bit. I was going back and forth. I can barely charge my phone, so getting an electric car was quite the gamble.
How is it? Bro?
It's fine. I mean, you have the as long as you have the charger in your house, it does not matter. You can
So
just
do
plug
you?
it in. Yeah, you just plug it in when you come back home from meetings. Next morning is charged, and you're good to go.
That is
Wow.
so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Bro.
It charges faster than a Tesla.
But I'm not giving a fuck about the charging port, bro. I can charge my phone as well. Like
The
it's
car is
the
yeah.
car, buddy. The
it's,
car.
It's amazing. Like sometimes I feel like whose life is this?
Wow.
This must not be
Wow,
mine.
bro.
Oh my
It
god.
feels like a
That's like
borrowed life.
crazy.
It
That's
feels like a
crazy.
borrowed
Fucking
life.
mad.
I wait for the days like I work from home, so when I have meetings, I wait. Like, oh, today we have meetings. We get to ride the car.
What do you do?
I'm an interior architect.
I know that, but like
I
people
wanna-
watching
I
the
wanna people-
podcast
Like,
don't know that.
I
like.
design residential high-end luxury homes.
So do you have your own company?
Yeah. So I have NS Design Studio, which I've had for 4 years now, I believe. And I also work with an architect in town. And then I just started a furniture branch under NS Design Studio, which is called Posh.
Wow.
So because
That's
Vegas
next
just really
level.
lacks it. That's why I was traveling so much last year. I was going to furniture fairs all across the world. Trying
That's
to get
why you went to
connections.
Italy and everything?
Italy was more pleasure, but everything after that.
Okay. Because you're always around, like, all over,
Yeah.
right? Every
I
now
was
and then you're
a lot.
traveling quite a
Yeah.
bit.
But no, like Poland, Finland, I'm supposed to go to China, even India, Vietnam. All of those were for furniture fairs.
Sick, dude. That's
So
fucking
now
amazing.
I'm trying to, because a lot of the clients I was designing from, pretty much from ground up, when foundation is poured to turnkey, and then they need furniture. So I was like, it makes sense to have a furniture line, so they can. I'm like, come
So
here.
you plan to source all the material from all of these countries?
Yeah. So right now I have like 2 containers coming for a few clients. It's my first shipment.
Wow,
That'll arrive in like 2
congratulations, man.
months. I know, fingers crossed. I'm
Wow.
very nervous about it.
Nice. It's gonna go well.
And yeah,
You also had containers coming in, bro.
Raunak and me also had some containers coming in, by the way.
What
Yeah,
for?
man.
After what is it? After uni, it was
Yeah, I think.
when
but
I
that
was doing absolutely nothing.
So that was like for food and all. Like, so we imported coconuts, by the way. So you know how the food
from where?
from India?
Kerala, bro.
Okay.
No, not from Kerala. Yeah,
Mumbai.
somewhere. Yeah.
Mumbai, I think.
Somewhere, yeah. So it came from Chennai to Mumbai to this thing. Okay, and I was like, my dad was like, let's do it, because someone convinced my dad.
So
And he's like, my son will take care of this. I was like, whoa, okay. So I'm like, bro, I can't do this alone. Let me call Raaghav. I'm like, Raaghav, come.
And Raaghav is a guy who wants to do something, but he doesn't ever have money to do anything, right? Like, so, like, yo, bro.
all
Your I got the cash. Let's do something.
Yeah, and we did that, bro. Man, it was a major fail, bro. Let's be
So what
real.
happened with the coconuts?
Bro, look, so I don't know if it works like everywhere like that, but in Dubai it works in such a way that the prices of vegetables and all, they fluctuate like mad,
Really?
right? Like it's like one day it's like three dirhams a kg. Now it's like 50 fills a kg. It's like next day, it's like, wow.
It's like super volatile.
Yes.
Plus, on top of that, what's worse is that it's fucking perishable.
Yeah.
So any perishable good is got a lifespan of up to like, say, coconuts you can keep up to like a week. But then in that week, if you don't get your price, you got to make sure that you get rid of it and get out as much money as you can for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because that's what happened, right? So people they get to know, like, bro, this thing has been in the market for a week now.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to get fucked. So
Because it's an open market and containers are just there.
Bro, it's
Abhi, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि I can take the container, put it over there,
You don't
put
do
it over
anything
there.
with it. Yeah.
It's just kept in the
it's
same
just,
place.
It's more of like people see the price of like specific product going up, like let's say for coconuts, because that's what happened. The price of coconuts went up because nobody had it in the market. Suddenly everybody started importing coconuts. And by the time everybody got their containers, including mine, the
Yeah.
prices dropped.
It's just like
Obviously, because
supply
now
and
Yeah,
this,
so everyone has seen
Oh,
that there's no
jeez.
coconut in
How
UAE.
come I didn't know about this?
yes.
When was this?
There's so many things we've done, bro. You want to find out?
Yeah, then after
What
that we
you
did
did.
printing together, bro.
I know
We did
that.
printing.
I
You know the- you know-
briefly heard about that.
Yeah, so we did that together.
That was a success, though, gotta say.
Yeah, that was like
That
was good.
workable.
We
Yeah,
hustled together for a
yeah.
while.
We
That's
did
nice.
that, and now obviously we are in like
Now we're doing a podcast.
Podcast.
now we're doing a
Wow.
podcast
This
together.
one everyone will know about for sure.
This one we-
Eventually, yeah.
of course, for our millions and millions of viewers, life story.
Just start a DPS and grow out.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do.
We've started from home, bro.
Yeah. It's a smart move.
Yeah. So
How did you get to the US, bro? Like,
yeah, when
you were with us in school and we're still here, and now you fucking went somewhere else, living
I
at the
think
strip.
I was in AUS. You guys
Yeah,
know that.
obviously.
And I went to UCLA with two of my girlfriends just for a summer. And it was my first time in the US. But ever since I was little, I was obsessed with going to the US. My brother used to crack this joke that when you were little, we used to leave you and go to the US. Just me, mom, and dad. And I would cry, apparently.
Was that a joke or was it?
That was a joke.
Okay, thanks.
They didn't go to the fucking US. And I used to, it was like an early obsession. And then I went to UCLA. And of course, UCLA is like the best of schools, Beverly Hills, what not to love. And I came back here and I told my dad, ki, I want to move. And they're looking at me like, you're fucking crazy. No, you're not moving.
हाथ से निकल गई.
More than that.
One flight to the US and we've lost this girl, bro.
Yeah. And then he was like, okay, this is AUS budget. If you can find a school in the US that fits this budget, you can go. Nothing more than this. AUS ka budget was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
US is like,
AUS.
bro,
Yeah.
like my university was like 20, 30K.
This was
That'll
like,
be
AUS
like-
was 50,000 a semester.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
So you're good, dude.
four semesters. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
found a
US.
few universities and I came upon UNLV and I figured that way I'm close to LA. I just wanted to be in LA so bad. And I'm so glad I did not do it. Because LA's gone to shit right
Wow.
now.
Yeah, the
Very
thing that I've
bad.
heard, like this homelessness, like
It's
whatever,
bad.
all
It's
over
so
the place.
bad. Yeah. And I transferred with one of my girlfriends, Rabia. And funny story, we just got there probably 1 month in of the first semester. I was a junior. My dad's like, paise nahi hai.
wow.
Can you believe it? I'm like, what? It's like, paise nahi hai. तो अगर तुम वापस भी आ गए तो भी पैसे नहीं है यहाँ के लिए.
Whoa.
And I'm like, you're kidding me. I just got here. I'm not leaving.
This is after your first sem?
Not even like a month and a half in.
Okay.
And that was a lie. Let me tell you that.
Oh my
God.
That was not the
What the
truth.
fuck is happening? bro?
Yeah, what was happening over there,
What
man?
the fuck
He
happened there,
just
bro?
was like probably assumed that I'm partying my life away, but I really was not. I didn't go to a single frat party or do anything fun.
Yeah.
Maximum like Tinder, Bumble.
Yeah, like that's
But
the basics, right?
standard.
Yeah.
But I didn't go to any parties because I had so many credits on me. And he was like, "Paise nahi hai, so tum dekh lo." And
Wow.
I'm like, okay. So then I had a friend who lived a couple of doors down in the dorms. I'm like, can I stay in your truck, in the back of your truck? I'll connect to the
Wow.
library Wi-Fi. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, this is the situation and I cannot even afford dorm on the summer. So
But
I
just
need
to be clear, you guys could afford.
Yeah, I didn't know
right?
that because
Okay.
dad kind of gave this,
Okay,
Thing.
fine.
it's
Yeah.
not going to happen. You come
Okay.
back.
So
I
you're
cannot
in that-
afford you. I'm in.
I'm gonna do anything
That's
to
an
stay here.
alarm. I'm like, I'm not going back. That's it. I will do anything and everything.
Damn,
So
man,
my
that's
friends were
kick-ass.
like, why don't you become a stripper?
Whoa.
It's very common in Vegas, right? Wanted to become a stripper. And I was like, no, culture ke khilaf hai. This is not what we're raised with. And then I used to look at babysitting and cleaning jobs on Craigslist. It's very common there. And I actually found a cleaning job on Craigslist who was going to pay me $15 an hour at the time.
That's
which
good.
was decent.
That's really,
yeah, which
that's
was
really
decent.
good, I think. Right?
Yeah.
$15.
And he was like, you're an hour walk, so you'll have to come with all your supplies. It's a 5-bedroom home. I'm like, okay, that's fine, just as long as you pay me. And he's like, okay, one more thing. When you do come, you might see people when you're cleaning. You might see naked people. And Rabia.
What is happening over here?
Are you going to like what is that, brothel to clean it or something?
Not
Then?
even. So Rabia was in the dorm with me, and I have this guy on the speaker, and she looks at me while she's studying. She's like, what? And I put her on mute. I'm like, what? He's like, just ask him why can't they wear clothes. I'm like, yeah, good point. Unmute. He's like, so why can't they wear like boxers or something?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, no, they might just be, doing their thing. So as long as you're okay with that, you can join. I was like, I'll get back to you. And I asked one of my American friends at the time. He's like, those are swingers, Neha.
Oh.
What is a swinger?
They were swingers.
What is a swinger?
What is that?
Just a couple who likes to have sexual relationships with multiple other couples in like a common place, kind of a deal. And they probably stay together. I don't know what their setup was, but I basically never took that job.
And then what did you end up taking instead?
So, and then there was a babysitting job, which didn't really pan out. And then I actually ended up going to my professors. I was like, look, I'm a designer. I have all these software skills. And you guys have jobs outside of campus. So why don't you just hire me to do like some drawings and 2D or 3D stuff for you? And that's how it started. And then I found like more random people who needed renditions done. And I got an internship. Then one thing led to the other. And 8 years of mental trauma.
So your dad's
like
plan like kind of backfired on him. He's like, there's no money involved.
No, he takes full credit for it now. If you
Oh, he's like, oh yeah, because of me.
He's like, because of me. I knew what I was doing, and I'm like, don't go there. Do not go there. But
Wow.
yeah, it was quite.
How did
the
you
journey.
feel when he told you like, dude, we're
I
all
was
out
in
of money?
tears, and like Rabia was like, "It's okay, don't cry, don't cry." She came from a pretty well-off family and stuff, so she's like, "You don't understand, get away from me." But
You
yeah,
won't know how it is to
yeah,
not
you don't
have
know how
money.
it. And all this while, when Dad has like a Mercedes here, पैसे नहीं है, and I'm like, चूतिया बना रहे क्या हो रहा है
But
मेरे
बन गई ना,
साथ?
you became a chuti.
But-
I know.
But that was in LA, right? Like when you were.
No, that was in UNLV after I moved there.
Okay.
After transfer.
Where is UNLV exactly? I'm not sure where it is.
Vegas.
Vegas.
It's in
okay.
Las
So
Vegas.
that's
in the
when you
heart of
moved.
Las Vegas. Yeah,
Okay,
it was
so-
after.
So
I
what
moved
made you
there.
not go back to LA? Like, did you start realizing that that's not the place?
Well, I
or-
was just so focused on getting something set up in Vegas at the time. Like LA was like not even crossing my mind. I was like, let's just get something set up in this country. And at the time, I was on student visa, and then I got reinstated as well, which is I was not supposed to work off campus on student visa.
Okay.
But my professor wasn't clear with me, and I needed an internship to graduate. So I did work off campus, which I didn't know at the time was illegal. But when I finished it and I came back for, I'm done, give me
Yeah.
my graduation, whatever. And they're like, we cannot give it to you. You broke the law. You stole a job from an American. So we're going to
Whoa.
cancel your student visa and you have to go back.
Whoa.
So I don't know if you remember, I was randomly in London in 2016.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember? And I came
I
to
remember
Dubai.
seeing you on video.
Yeah, so that was the reason I was there, because I was
Wow.
practically, I wouldn't say deported, but they sent a letter that you have to leave the country.
So how do you sort that out?
That was a whole another battle.
So you battled with the university?
No, so she was saying that you cannot basically continue here anymore. Your degree is almost over. It was my last semester. After this, we're gonna cancel everything. You go back, and you have to enter back. And once the office at the airport allows you to enter based on a new student visa, only then you can enter. But I didn't
Whoa.
have a reason to, because my degree was over. So
Yeah.
I was studying for masters, because I figured if I want to do masters at the same university, they'll let me in.
Yeah.
But I failed the GMAT like 3 times because my heart was not in it, and I was just doing it because I wanted that visa paperwork.
Just
from there.
chasing it, right?
Yeah, and then the third time when I failed, it was the last day, and I had like one last final exam left, and I was like, there's got to be a way. There has to be a way that I can stay here. And I decided to not go for that final exam of that one course that was pending. It was like a prerequisite, something stupid. And I failed that course because of not going to the final. And since I failed that course, my degree is now incomplete. So I went back to my advisor. I'm like, look, I couldn't make it to the exam because I had a medical issue. And luckily, I had a medical issue that week.
Luckily.
I had paperwork to prove it. And I went in there and it's like, since I was sick, I couldn't attend the final. You have to issue me a new student visa, I-20, based on that for this one course. And she looked at me. She's like, I know what you did. And she's like, I will give it to you this one time, but you're never coming back in the office again. I'm like, no, I won't come. So they issued me a new I-20 and I left the country. And then I entered back in just based on that one final that I failed. And they let me in.
Wow.
So that was a complete loophole.
It's like, I just got lost in that story. Like,
so
I had like papers and papers in my bedroom, and I would like try to like Google solutions, and everyone was like, no, there's nothing you can do. You're being reinstated. And luckily that worked. However that worked, I don't know. And then I entered back, and then I was like, I'll get H-1B visa now, the work visa. But I'm not a STEM major, so I did not get that preference. And I was dating Kenny at the time. You guys have met Kenny.
Yeah.
And then and that's why I ended up marrying him. Because I was like, because my lawyer looked at me, he's like, move to Canada, you have no chance. And I'm like, you know how much shit I've done to stay
So
here?
marrying him was your only way in, right?
So I went back and I had an honest conversation with him, like, this is the situation. I would like to live here. We've been dating for a year. And if you're okay with it, we can do this now and have a proper wedding in the future if it works out. And he was more than happy to help. He think I deserved a chance to stay there.
Nice, dude. And his family was also like had something to do with architecture, right?
No, he was a designer himself. I met him at a design event through a mutual friend. That's how we met.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys design casinos and shit?
He does that. I do residential, bro.
Bro, just shift to casinos, man. Come on, please. Please.
Maybe someday, but not right now. But yeah, he did all that.
I remember Kenny, bro.
You guys all met him.
Oh, that New Year's, bro. Remember that New Year's in Umal Queen?
To all the way in Umal Queen.
You heard about him, right?
No, I have no idea.
What happened?
Oh, yeah, he's no more.
Oh.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I always loved the guy.
Nice, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he got pretty sick. But
Damn.
he was like a very close friend and family. Even my mom, dad, and my brother, everyone was so close to him. We all loved him.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
Wow, that's deep, dude.
I did not.
I'm not understanding how to react to that news.
It's been one thing after the other. And then this happened, and then I got dad's
When
call.
was this, though?
This was last week. This was this last Sunday.
That's like now, man.
And then 2 days later, I was just dealing with that, and then I got dad's call. The dad had a heart attack, and I'm like, I'm about to kill a bitch. Like, let's renew the therapy session now. Like, I think it's about time.
Wow, dude. Like, so all of it comes together, dude, usually when it does.
Comes in
like,
waves.
Full
it's like,
waves, bro.
life is too good. Like, she got a Mercedes, and let's fuck her up a little bit.
I mean, you have your ups, and that's the balance, right?
I know,
like
you gotta keep the balance, right?
The balance just somehow comes to you, bro. Like, it just has to come. Like, whenever I'm like super happy, I'm like,
humble you down.
Yeah, bro, just keep your shit together because something might happen. But I don't want to stay in that state, and then it's just like,
no, you're just happy.
Yeah, but when you're happy, just be it, right? Like,
I know, right? The problems are gonna come regardless, and then you just gotta find a solution when it happens. Like, what's the best thing you can do? How can you deal with it? And that's it.
Because at the end of the day, like, everyone's bored of monotony. Like, when it's going straight, it's like, fuck, I'm bored. And then when it comes in waves, and then you're like, fuck this. Regardless, everyone's just pissed off, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys like deal with these solutions. I come through an issue, bro. I'm like, first 2 days, I'm like, shut
don't
down.
Talk to me.
Yeah, like,
leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Let me like
assess.
I need to assess what is happening.
Delay. Like, I don't want to do it right now.
No, it's like more of assess, but I need my time to think about it because, I cannot just, I'm not the guy who thinks on the spot and, it's just like, okay, I have to do this,
no, I don't do that. I don't know if you do that.
Yeah, there are a lot of people I've seen a lot of people.
I've got to do it.
Yeah.
So I do it.
No.
Or just that maybe that's just how I am.
I need my time too.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people who are like, oh, okay, this is the issue. I have to do this to figure it out. I'm like, whoa, how do you just do that? You know?
Itna genius nahi hai
Yeah.
abhi.
I was like, well, I need some
Cannot
time.
figure
You
it
know, I need to like calm down. I need to see what is
I
happening.
need to sleep on it.
Yeah.
Weigh the pro, talk to one or two people about it.
Yeah.
Then I can come up with a reasonable solution.
I
No,
talk
for
to
me,
like,
it's just like,
yeah.
okay, you tell me something and I'll have like 10 things lined up for it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Next time I'm texting you when one of these tragedies hit, which
It's like,
Can you just text me when something is nice or something?
then I don't need it.
I need like 2-3 days to like think about it, and then I'll ask people also. I'm like, oh, what's the best solution and everything. They'll tell me the solutions, and I will not do any of it, and I'll still do my own thing. I'll be like,
Still go on a
Yeah.
tangent.
Instead of the
I will
perspective,
take option F.
Yeah, it's not aligning with me, so fuck it. Like, fuck
you
it.
know, I like hear out everybody. I'm like, okay, that sounds legit. I think I
But
should
no.
do it. But no, I want to do it this way. It's like, thank you for the advice and everything, and like it pisses off.
It keeps
people.
life exciting.
Pisses
Yeah,
off the
it
Nas
does.
though. She could like, oh, do this. I'm like, no, thanks, thank you. No, it's always the opposite like that, man.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's it. But man, how long have you been in Vegas now? How long has it been?
8 years. I'm finally becoming a citizen.
Wow. Round of
Only
applause.
took 8 years and like 3 therapists.
Okay, as long as that gets you what you need.
I
like,
know,
it
right?
did, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you actually kind of like, you know, like your childhood dream of being in the US.
I
You've
know.
actually achieved that. And you know, you fought for it. That's
One
amazing,
thing.
bro. I did not know about that. I mean, I knew like
Yeah.
a little bit here and there, but I didn't know like this whole story of you wanted to live in a truck and this whole Craigslist thing. And it's just like, someone's like, oh yeah, like naked people will be walking around. So just don't mind that. Like, you gotta clean this shit and
Just
all that.
clean this shit, yeah.
What was your like adjustment period when you left Dubai to go and stay there for good? Like you since then haven't come back
accent
actually.
to
right?
आधे घंटे में आ गया. My brother's like, you just landed there.
Yeah,
You're in the
because you were so
immigration
obsessed.
line.
I felt like you were subconsciously like, okay, I'm going to speak it like this only. पहुंच गए and I'm
Change
there.
होता रहता है. But no, I think it was so gradual that even I didn't realize. I realized that I've been heavily whitewashed, which is the term I use. This last time when mom came after my breakup with Dylan.
We'd like to know about that.
Yeah, I wanna, because you said there was a dog or something involved with the territory thing. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the longest relationships, I would say. I mean, there was Kunal, and then there was Kenny, and then there was Dylan. These are the 3 longest ones I've had.
Yeah.
Harsh के बारे में बात करें. No, I would
Don't
stay
forget
wary
Jashan at the
of
same
that.
time. Then. Like if you're talking about Harsh, it comes with Jashan.
So, I think it was long distance relationship. So that's why it took so long to realize that this is not right.
Yeah.
But he moved in. I think in 10 days he moved out.
Really?
But I asked him to move out. Like it was pretty
Did that
mutual.
affect the relationship? You just saying, please, I mean, thank you so much.
No, there was many things that were coming up. He was never nice to Peanut. Peanut has only bit one person, that was him.
Peanut
Wow.
is your dog, right?
Yeah, Peanut's my
Your
baby.
Peppy.
My baby. Yeah. So like you don't fuck with a dog, man.
What do you mean? Like he was not nice to him? Like he used to like.
He would just like keep him in the crate for like several hours at a time because he should stay there. Like if he drank too much water, he would be like, "Why is he drinking so much?" Like as a joke, but still, I was like, "Don't do that." Peanut would like hide behind my legs if he was in the room
Poor
or not
baby.
move. Yeah, like he was not allowed by the bedroom on the bedroom floor because he sheds. And I'm like, he's not gonna listen. He's a corgi. He has a mind of his own. You gotta let him be. Get a Roomba.
Plus, that's his space, right? It's
Yeah.
actually someone else who's come into his space. So, what
Yeah.
you did was like, is what something that I would do.
It was
as well.
funny when we did break up. I remember when I asked him, like, I think we're done. And then he started packing up. And then Peanut was, like, still pretty scared because he was in the room. And he was, like, sitting in his crate. So I'd locked Peanut in because I knew some shit's about to go down. The moment he was packing his shit, I'm like, Peanut, here you go. You're free now. I'm sorry I had to put you through that. And Dylan was starting crying. I was like, I'm fucking pissed right now. You leave. But there
Wow.
was just, a lot of things wrong about it.
But wait, it was
So
long
the
distance,
primary
right?
reason for you to leave him was
No,
his
it was
relationship with your baby, right?
No, not that. I've never been like to be controlled, I guess.
Okay.
And I was
fair.
being told what I can do when, to an extent, not excessively, but to an extent. And there was, I realized there was definitely a cultural difference. And
Really?
Kenny was able to bridge that cultural difference. He enjoyed everything that I did, and I enjoyed everything that he did. But I think, like, in my next relationship, I was not getting that same effort.
But even the people, like, as far as when I've met them both, Kenny was like super chilled out.
He was,
in his vibe. Like, it would be something like if we came along,
Right.
But from the
Yeah.
US.
He was just friendly with everybody.
But then Dylan has some.
You didn't meet him.
I met
we
him.
did. I
We did.
remember. I think you came to my house and he had also come. I was super drunk. I think I was going to India like the next day.
Oh, for that party on the rooftop.
Yeah.
We went out to eat somewhere, and then
Yeah.
we were taking you on the side and making you smoke, like,
Yeah.
chupke se, like.
So
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was like things like
Yeah, I
those.
remember that.
and
Oh, I remember.
Just like
'cause
I couldn't be myself.
Because I took you to the room and
I
we were
remember
like,
in the
we smoked.
balcony.
Yeah, in the other balcony we went.
Yeah, and Rabia's house, we were doing the same thing. So it just was. I think it just I didn't feel that, and it took much longer to happen because it was long distance. And whenever we met, we were going on a vacation, and vacations are high. So
Yeah.
you are having a good time regardless because you're in a beautiful place.
So when you're together, you're just happy, but it's just because it's a vacation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's really cool, dude.
But
And-
how long were you with him? Like
almost 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah,
but most
like
of
long
it.
distance.
Most
I
of it.
think
all of it was
I
all
have,
of it
I
was-
have an advice, bro.
Stay single.
Long distance sucks.
Yeah.
That's my advice
No,
to you.
I
whomever
love long
you're
distance.
you're with,
Yeah.
don't bring them to Dubai.
I
Notice
think
the
at
pattern?
this point, Dubai immigrations are like, what you doing?
Yeah, bro. Every time it's another guy, even though it's in a 3-year period, but they're coming here, bro. You're bringing them here, and then as soon as you're going back, something is
I think
going
Dubai
wrong,
is
bro.
like such a big part of my life. How can I not introduce you to all of them? And if he cannot handle that, then that for me is a red flag. Like, sorry, these guys are gonna be in my life forever, like it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like not everyone is as hyper as you are. So if we can, if the guy can handle you, we're cool, bro.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
yeah, I'm definitely not those proper boys, girls. I'm become a half boy hanging out with all
Yeah.
of you for so long.
yeah, you are considered
Yeah,
a boy,
as a bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as a
you're
bro.
considered my bro.
I'm not like a lady and
Yeah, I mean, but then when I see you conversing with others, there's like a whoa, lady, like I've seen that. Like
surface level.
it's quite high. It's the Mercedes EQS level. I can see it.
Oh.
Because when we had gone to Serbia, so obviously there's not much tipping culture in Dubai, right? Not that
There's
much.
no
like,
tipping
bro, when
culture.
we used to
There's
go to a
none.
South Indian restaurant, Dad used to just leave like $5 and we fuck off, right?
And
No matter what
which
the
you'll
bill
steal
is.
afterwards.
Huh?
I was that guy.
Yeah,
It's like,
me
like-
Yeah, I got like pocket money $10 or something, so that was good. But then when we went to Serbia, right? So obviously I went on a budget. Okay, my budget was 5,000.
Huh.
Tickets we got really cheap with there, like $300-400. So now the rest is to blow, and I want to blow on Enlightenment Awakenings, and this chick is making me pay 30% of the bill.
Wow.
It's
as
always
tip.
20.
Okay, whatever. See again. Like,
always
that's how much
20.
I didn't give a fuck about it, right?
but there is a tipping
But there's
culture.
a tipping culture there.
There is?
I get it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But not from my end, right? Like
I
I've been
see that.
okay, guys, the
I
bill
don't
is
tip in
$100.
Dubai.
Huh?
I don't tip in Dubai.
Why?
Because there's no culture there. It's not expected of me.
But
Yeah.
shouldn't that be in with the person instead of where you are at?
No, I think it needs to be completely where you're at.
Wow.
You won't follow the India rules in Dubai and Dubai rules in India. No, you behave as
Yeah.
per the country.
Yeah,
you're
but
in.
then you believe in tipping, right?
No, I hate tipping.
So then why do you make me pay all those tips?
Because
bro?
I know those guys are underpaid and they earn through tips.
Plus,
That's
Everyone
how
over
it's
here is underpaid
regulated.
as well. Do you know that? It's just it's not advertised. I did hotel management, bro. I've done all
Next
the sweeping.
vacation,
and-
I would be like, Raghav, don't tip.
Yeah, just exclude me. Let them do
I
it.
will skip him. The next
Yeah, if
one.
you have such a problem, pay my tip, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah, I will pay for Raghav's tip.
No, but I
And
think
it's
they
on,
get
it's on
pissed,
tape
right?
now, right?
Yeah, it's on tape, it's recorded.
But I think they get pissed if you don't tip them. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. Like,
in US, they actually can be like, was something wrong with your service? Is there a reason?
I mean, over there they make you
like,
feel
yeah.
because I've been there and they
You're
make you feel like,
obligated.
bro, you're supposed to do this.
like
Yeah.
And they'll
what's
give you
wrong?
those looks. Okay, for those looks, I don't want to receive those
Yeah.
looks.
So I received those looks for 8 years. So now it's ingrained in my brain that if there is a tipping culture, you better tip. Otherwise, they might come back and be like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Someone told you that? Like, was this something wrong?
Once they told my entire family that my parents were visiting to Vegas for my graduation. And that time, like, I was just like struggling to earn or whatever. And they were also pretty basic. So we went to this really fancy dinner. with like a performer and everything. The bill was like, I think $400, $500. And the tip is supposed to be 20% of that, which is $100 on its own. So,
Exactly.
So my
Heavy.
brother, who's straight from Dubai at the time, didn't want to leave the tip. And they actually, I don't know how much he left or if he left anything. And then they came out, the manager came out and asked my brother, was something wrong with the service? And my entire family was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They're like, what are you
Exactly,
talking
And
right?
I'm like, this is normal. You should have run it by me.
about? Wow.
Yeah.
Tipping thing was like really took a heavy hit on my budget, bro. Like,
Yeah, you all next trip you plan, I would say take 20% extra for the tips.
Yeah, next trip I'll just.
Let's not go to a
I won't, I won't, I won't have a
when-
big trip till I'm not like there, you know. Like,
When are you guys coming to Vegas? See, I always sell it by this. The room and the board is included, and the car. All you gotta do is visa and plane ticket.
okay,
And
for me, plane ticket is also sorted. I just need the visa.
which have you even applied for?
I had one, but it got expired. Like,
Now
but then
it's
I have
like
to
a-
reapply it. Now, if I
Now
want
it's
to
a
apply, it's
crazy
like
wait.
fucking 1 year waiting.
1 year
man.
waiting.
So you
That's
might
the
as well
scene.
do it now.
Wow.
Yeah. But I got to maintain my bank statement. That's like too much work, bro.
It's too much.
The
But then I
same-
got to do it.
the
I like it
same
when you
group
come to
is
Dubai,
coming.
bro. It's-
Huh?
I like it when you come to Dubai. It's good. And
Let's
India,
just meet somewhere where it's visa on arrival, bro. It's easy.
Georgia is the next one that we have.
I want to
But
go
I
to
do know
Georgia.
some people who got deported from there as well from the immigration. bro.
What?
Yeah.
What for?
So one of my sisters, it was, you know Anoop, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was his 30th birthday, I think. This is about like 5 years ago. So everyone was surprising him with the trip to Georgia, and he himself didn't know that where he's going till he reached the airport. Okay, so
And
it was like a heavy surprise. Like
Wow.
he doesn't know nothing, and I'm dropping him to the airport, and suddenly we get a call from Georgia. One of my sister's friends, they've reached Georgia, and it is visa on arrival. But just as his bank statements were not on point, they just sent him back, bro.
Wait, it's visa
So
on
he didn't
arrival?
From
get
the
to have his
immigration.
vacation?
Wait, it's visa on arrival for people who have UAE residency, right? Or is it for like...
Just
I'm
like
not
Indian, if you were an Indian passport holder at that time, you could just go in. But apparently, you need to have a valid Schengen or a US visa for you to just walk in. That's the scene. So this guy got deported from there, from the
From the
immigration.
airport.
Yeah, man. They treated him like
So all the friends still
not
carried on.
nicely. Everyone else had to go. Right? Come
Wasn't
on.
it his trip?
It wasn't Anoop's trip. Like,
But wasn't it for him?
it was for Anoop. Anoop was going from Dubai, and this guy's come from India.
So
And
they're
they-
like, never mind, we'll
Yeah.
tag you.
We
Yeah,
try
they-
go back to India
Yeah,
now.
and then he's just like treated like, you know how, imagine like you're going for a trip and you're coming back as someone who's been deported. Like
Wow.
the shame.
like, abhi to gaya tha ye. What happened now?
Just imagine the face of the person who's like so excited to go for the next
I
1
know,
week.
and
like,
then you're
fuck
being
everything, and you're
deported.
like, fuck. You gotta come back to Sharjah
Oh,
first
God.
and then go. Like it's that way.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's not like a easy one-way trip back. You're just like in a full hassle mode, bro.
We should like go to Georgia, man.
Condolences. Yeah, we
I
should.
I'm
wanna
down.
go. Yeah, it's.
We
let's
should
go.
like plan a trip. I know
How-
these guys are not planning anything because of the Vegas bachelor.
Everyone is coming to Vegas, right? That's what I know.
5 of them are.
Yeah.
It's a bachelor
That's
trip now for
everyone.
Titty.
Oh yeah.
It's
He-
his bachelor trip now. Suddenly it became his bachelor
yeah,
trip.
it's convenient. Right?
Convenient.
It was anyway happening. Might as well invite him and make his bachelor
Yeah,
trip.
fair. Oh, so he wasn't in the plan earlier?
He backed out because he said he would be busy with wedding, and then Amay spoke to him, and suddenly when I asked, it was like, no, bro. And Amay asked,
fine.
like, of course, man.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he's the bro,
mother
man.
chum. Seriously. Like, okay, fine.
Oh, haven't
That's
spoken about
amazing,
it.
bro.
Yeah, man. That's amazing.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens in November.
November. I thought everyone's coming for the Grand Prix, bro. Like the race.
We're not going to the race.
Apparently, the race tickets over here are now only 400 dirhams.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They
like-
could have watched it here.
They can. But it's just that it's so boring now. There's this
Yeah.
one guy who's just winning all the races. There's
Oh,
nothing
okay.
happening.
The season
We're
is
not
like
even
messed up
going to
now.
the
It's
race
not even
there, yeah.
close anymore. You know what I mean?
It's just the whole vibe has shifted. Before when these guys would come, it would be parties, strip clubs, and we want to do all the crazy things.
Yeah.
Now when I was talking to Harry, I'm like, okay, I think Natasha was about to come for that trip.
I don't think she was ever coming, but,
Yeah, but-
there's no harm in saying
She
that
let
she
me
was.
on,
Yeah.
She'll lead everyone on, bro.
but I was like, okay, I'll drop you guys to this topless pool that they have there, and the girls can go for the spa. And Harry's like, even I want to come to the spa. I'm like,
What?
he's like, I really just want a chill vacation. And I'm like, wow. Like, are you okay?
Like
He's leveled up, bro.
people have changed.
But he's the only one who's saying that. So I don't know what the others
I
are.
said he's leveled up. The
He's
rest everyone's
leveled
gonna go to the strip club. He's gonna go there, but he's gonna come to the spa as well.
Yeah, he was just like, I want a chill vacation. I don't want any craziness. Also, he's coming to Vegas for the 4th time or 3rd time now.
It's like his second home.
आता रहता है वो.
Yeah.
He's
He's
got
good,
annual
bro.
trip hai.
Yeah. I
Him
think
and
what
Tiddy, they keep coming.
But like Tiddy's still in Canada.
Vancouver,
right?
yeah. Guttu, Tiddy and him, they have come a few times. Guttu used to come all the time.
He
when
used to
was
stay
LA.
in LA, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so he would just stop by after Burning Man. And I'm like,
wow.
you need a shower? Can
need a
you
shower?
take one?
I've always wanted to come. I especially wanted to come to yours. Like really, really wanted to come when you were living in Kenny's house, bro. Apparently, that house was next fucking level. That's all I know.
Yeah,
Is-
these guys were really out of control there. I had to like control 5 guys and like make sure they don't make my husband drink too much. Like the hell I was in. There was one New Year's Eve party that we were having. We booked like a fancy hotel room, and I was like trying to keep Kenny like, you know, and stay away from the good stuff and then,
Yeah.
like the alcohol, and I would just walk out of the bathroom into the hallway, and I would see like Titty like just passing him stuff like, or like drinks or whatever, and I'm like, I'm right here, I can see you guys. It's like, damn
But
it,
it's
she
a
caught
party,
us.
man. It's a party. Like how much ever you
Like
try.
you guys go home together, I'm not.
That has also happened, right?
Yeah.
because
What?
she left and I
That
think
happened multiple times.
that happened
as well,
multiple
I
times.
know.
Daily ka tha mera.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going.
What's
Yeah.
the life? Well, how can you differentiate the life between Dubai and Vegas? Is there
completely
too much
different.
of a difference?
It's completely different. Like, just everything. The way people think, the way they act, the way they grow up, the studies, the work that they do is different. Like, for example, if you just go on Bumble for Vegas, I'm so tired of seeing poker players, full-time poker players. I'm like, I'm not dating you, bro. I'm not going to
What's
date
the profile like? Like, what do you mean poker players?
you know how they list a profession on Bumble
Yeah.
under your photo? So it'll say full-time poker player, full-time poker player. And I'm
Whoa.
like, it's just not going to happen.
Professional gambler.
Bro, I'd love to be
Professional
that
gambler.
guy.
Yeah, I know. Like, my brother says the same thing. He's like, become friends with them. So when I come, I have
Yeah.
friends. I'm like, no.
Become friends with them. That's so
Yeah.
cool, bro.
And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But it's completely different. I think everyone kind of stays to themselves in Vegas. There's not a whole like, oh, what's your neighbor into, and have a big circle like how you all hang out here. It's not. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing.
But then you have to have a social life, right?
I go out maybe once a week. Sometimes I don't go out for pleasure, at least for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like, I'm just cooped up in my house with my dog, doing my meetings. I go
So
meet
you're
clients.
working hard, like
But I really like just enjoy. I enjoy cleaning, so I'll just be cleaning something, organizing
auntie.
something.
auntie Singh.
Makes sense, right?
Okay.
But like maybe I'll catch a drink with a girlfriend on like a Friday night, but that's about it. I don't ever go to the parties. Maybe initially I did, but now it's like hard no. But everyone keeps to themselves.
Like you're done with the party life, is it?
I am completely done with it.
But on a vacation,
No, on vacation
I'm okay
is
with
different.
that.
you're okay with that.
But
not fully okay.
But I'm
like how
okay
you
with
used
it
to.
honestly in Dubai because of the company. But if
Yeah.
I was to like go to Italy by myself, I'm not going to a club by myself there. I'm still like, I want to sit, have a good meal, have a glass of wine, and go back.
You love the glass of wine, right?
Standard.
Anywhere, bro. Like one glass of wine and then
Cabernet.
anything. Then give the menu.
First bring the wine.
First bring the wine.
Yeah, but it's completely different there. Also, like just the way people go to school there or lead their lives. It's not like ours, like, you know, study, grow up, go to college, get a job. It's not at all like that. A lot of people have not gone to university, maybe just even high school, and they're completely okay with that. And maybe they have a job, maybe they don't even have a job, and like it baffles you because it's a culture shock till date. It's
Yeah.
a culture shock for me. It's very normal.
But here, it's more like, at least in Dubai, it's like you need to go through those steps,
'Cause
right?
you need a visa.
You need a
You need-
visa.
You need to work. If you're not
Like, I
working-
don't have the freedom, like,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
me, to, like, be like, okay, fuck university. I'm going to do my own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or I'm going to take a break for a year. Like I don't have
I'm
that
gonna figure
liberty.
myself out. We don't have that liberty.
Don't have that.
You can do that
Yeah.
back in India. Like, go back to India and figure yourself out and then come back
And
if
then
you
come
want
back
to.
here.
Yeah.
You'll love
Yo,
it.
prime example.
bro.
Go back and see what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I went back to India for like a year. I mean, 6 months.
I
and then-
remember.
And then I came back and was like, okay, now I know what I want to do. Kind
now
of
I've
thing.
taken my time.
Yeah, but I mean, need that sometimes. Sometimes you need it, but
Yeah.
I understand. Like,
So did you end up doing your masters?
No.
No, right?
वो GMAT वहीं छूट गया.
GMAT. Did you complete GMAT?
No man, I took it 3 times. All 3 times I failed. Kenny was also like, "What are you doing? You're spending $500 every time." We drove all the way to Arizona and
How
failed
far
the
is
third
that?
one. It's like a 2-3 hour drive. And when I drive back, he's passed out. I'm like, कुछ तो
It's
करना
your
पड़ेगा.
exam, bro. It's not his.
Yeah. कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा. I'm not going back. Not like this. No.
So you get your results instantly on the spot?
No, I just knew I failed it.
Okay, that's. Did you even
so
check
you
the
didn't even
result?
check it.
I checked it.
Okay,
Of course
Okay,
I
you
did.
did check
Confirmed.
it.
Just in case, you know,
Because I
like
passed, you know.
miraculously I passed. No, I didn't pass it.
But you wouldn't end up having your own company if you did your masters, right?
I'm sure it would have come up in somewhere because I think my brain just works that way. But it just it took a different route. That's it. That's all that happened. Yeah, I was just sitting in my boss's office actually at 1 a.m. and I was just trying to buy these goods and sell it to a client. And I
You were
needed
just
it.
hustling hard.
Yeah, I was just like anything and everything over here, and this came up and figured that I can get all these licenses and everything. Got all those, and you need a name. NS Design Studio.
So easy.
Simple. Just
Follow
Raunak,
NS
Raunak.
Design Studios, guys.
on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Instagram, and if you have any people in Vegas, or if you ever want to go there,
Yeah. If you ever need a house design, can do all over the world.
What if you want to do it in Dubai, bro? You know, I'm in real estate now. Like, what if I like?
Yeah, you can do it anywhere. My employees, I have 2 designers, and I just hired a virtual assistant, which is a fun job, I guess. But they're all overseas, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, come. I'll try to find something over here, man.
Yeah. Just keep your card on file with me. And then we can do whatever. No, I'm just kidding.
you guys are making business deals, yeah, bro. You make business every episode. Anyone who comes, yeah, bro, I'll do
I
it for
think
you.
it's just in our blood like
Yeah,
that. It's just how we are raised. I look at my friends in the US and I'm like, you guys don't know how privileged you are that you have this citizenship and you have the right to live in this country. Any of my friends, or in fact, most of my friends would really kill for this opportunity just to kind of have it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, what's the big deal? And I'm like, you don't get it. Like, you guys are taking it so lightly. And a lot of my friends have never left the US.
Okay.
Do you think that the people in the US are like people who've never left the US, who are like from there, like, you know, they have a similar sort of thinking like people in India do, like, but just in a different way, in their own way, like
In
a
their
backward
own
sort
Western manner.
of, yeah, like a backward
I'd
Western
say so,
manner.
yeah. Like, I wouldn't even say it makes you ignorant. I think it just makes you unaware of, you know, how things in the world can work.
Because they're not exposed.
You're not exposed to it. Like, a lot of people from Vegas, when I say I'm going to visit Dubai, they're just like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, you know, there's a Sharjah and a Ajman in Dubai, right?
What's the perception of Dubai?
Yeah.
Like,
What is it like?
First, it's like, it's a safe kind of a deal. Like, even when Kenny was coming here, when Dylan came here, Dylan was very on the edge about coming to Dubai. Like, is it safe? Or like,
Wow.
yeah. Like,
It's
Really?
safer than like US for sure.
and then 100%.
it's the safest country,
safest
bro. Like,
country.
we're walking out like 3,
Or like
4,
when we went
like,
to Russell came up for the zip line, he
Yeah.
was just like, this is like,
Panicking.
Oman is like right across
Yeah.
the bay. And he
Okay.
was just like intrigued, but at the same time a little bit like, whoa, this is just crazy. And he told all
It's a
his friends
culture
back
shock,
at the
right?
base. It was a complete culture shock. And I was just standing there like, kya hai? Kya ho gaya? And
Imagine you came to India, bro, like to those
don't.
Dharavi type places.
That's when I would even get a culture shock.
Yeah,
But
obviously, bro. But you at least get together with him.
yeah.
No, but
so
they ended up liking Dubai, right? When they came,
Oh, yeah.
they were like, yeah,
each
this
one
is.
of them.
No,
There.
but in general, like, what's the perception of the people who are there? Like, your friends who've never left the US or something like that.
Of Dubai, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, made out of money. It's just super cool.
Like, it's gold.
Yes, like it's just a super exotic place. The architecture, of course, is over the top. And
Interesting, bro. Like, call them and we'll take them to
It's
Sharjah.
literally. We go to Al Afra and have like
Wow.
some.
We'll go to Komodo for love.
Yeah.
I
Like
love
there are
that
those
place.
parts as well. And sometimes I'm just like, just come there and figure out. But no one ever comes with me. Only the guys I date come with me.
Because
No,
you
wow.
bring them with you, right?
Because I'm like, this is, you have to come. Now we've been dating 1 year. You know what happens now.
So what's your like that bar above which you're okay to bring him to introduce?
I think you gotta be with me at least for a year for me to be
Okay.
like, because that's when my annual trip to Dubai happens, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they miss that year and they just met me, then next year mein aa jana.
Fair enough.
Meet the group. But like now, since these guys are coming there, some like 1 or 2 friends that I'm speaking to, or one guy that I'm close to, I'm like, you're about to meet them. Let's just say be
They come in.
prepared.
They come in.
They're all coming here. My house is about to be trashed.
Oh, yeah, bro. It's gonna be
Can you
trash, huh?
imagine?
I can. I sort of have an
5
image.
boys.
And
Wow.
you know these 5 boys.
And I'm a
right?
neat freak.
Yeah. You're gonna have a good time though, cleaning.
I'm gonna have the best. I'm gonna have the best memories. And I just hired like a helper, like a maid, and I was actually just looking at her while she was cleaning. I'm like, I don't think so. She's safe when these guys come here.
Oh, whoa.
Like they're gonna hit on her for
What is
sure.
happening, bro? You really think of like...
No,
You
because
think of us also like that? Like, I'm not sure.
not him. No, you
Not
both are
me.
taken.
Yeah.
You both are taken.
See,
so
not me.
absolutely not.
I was
all
always
those
taken.
5 are single. Oh no, Titty's not. But other
That's his
than that,
bachelor.
No,
like,
okay,
okay,
wait.
give him the...
but
thing.
she's she's pretty cute. She's like as old as I am. She's pretty cute. So I'm
Okay.
just like I don't know how to deal with this situation, but yeah,
So it's okay. You do the cleaning, bro. You're good. Whatever. How many days is it? 1 week?
yeah.
Yeah,
But I was
just
like,
clean after a bit.
manageable. Yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, those funny thoughts crossed my mind because I'm like preparing for their arrival in November. Like, how are we gonna do this, guys?
You've got everything planned though, right?
I'm very excited. Very excited. Yeah.
Now you know I feel like going.
Yeah.
I feel like going, man. I wanna come.
Absolutely. Like, you
I want
guys
to go, bro. I want to go, but
I always want to go.
start with applying for the fucking visa.
Yeah, but yeah.
bro,
Okay,
I'm-
thanks.
I'm
Thanks for the
traveling.
heads up.
I'm traveling to Thailand, man.
Wow.
You are when? I'm planning to go in September.
I'm
Bro, you're going in
October.
September.
I'm
I
planning
have a
to.
ticket since last year.
That you know you.
And it's
To
valid.
Thailand?
Yeah, so it was supposed to be from December 23rd. I'm supposed to go to India.
Wait. You're not supposed to go there.
Where?
Because you have a girlfriend.
No, see, I'm going
Okay,
there.
I'll go with
Wait.
you.
I'm
I'll
going
take
there.
her. I'll
Yeah,
go with anyone.
I'm going
Take
there,
me.
but I'm going with Tanaz's friends. So I'm going with all these Meghna and all. And without Tanaz, I'm going. So she's not going.
You're not going? Tanaz not going?
No, she's going to Maldives, which is kind of weird, right? Because
Maldives
know,
is
that's,
fancy.
no, it's like a honeymoon destination, but her office is having a office trip to Maldives. which
So
is-
So
you
wait, is this like your bachelor?
no. It's just we're going for like the moon party. I'm just gonna go like
So you are going to Thailand.
'cause I
and
really want to
she's
travel.
going to Maldives.
Yeah.
with your friends.
Next level.
Work
No,
friends.
she's going with her work people and all, like all her colleagues and all. That's what I'm saying. It's weird, right? Because it's like a honeymoon destination.
Not necessarily.
and
You can
it's
go
just-
there alone and just sit on the water and
I mean, you
think.
can go alone, but going with the colleagues is another thing, right? It's like weird, man. I would find it weird. Like if some colleagues go like, "Oh, we're all going to Maldives," it's like, bro, that's like a honeymoon spot. You're not.
Am
Like,
I
what-
sensing jealousy? What's going
No,
What's
no,
going on with you, bro? What the fuck is happening in
I
your
have no
emotions?
no
He's
jealousy.
so bothered by it.
No,
You wanna
go
go,
to
you
any
go.
other country. That's fine.
Have you bought your Thailand
But-
ticket?
No, I'll buy it now.
So
Like,
just buy the Maldives one, no?
Yeah, just go
Wow,
there and
No,
have
I-
an actual honeymoon.
I wanted to
pre-honeymoon.
go there, but we can't. We can't go there
Because
this is an
in his
office
head,
trip.
this is one of those things where you're advising him something, but he's only going to do what he wants.
I am
Like,
going
fuck
to
this.
Thailand. I am going to Thailand, bro. That's it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I want to go like.
Whom is she? Whom are you going with?
I'm not sure. My brother's going with all his friends, Manav, Tejas, and all these people. I'm not sure.
Fuck.
So you all are gonna just bump
let's
into
go.
each other.
You also going in
over there.
September?
No, I'm going October end.
Okay, you go in October. I have a ticket, bro. Please make a plan. I'm down.
Come with me.
It's
man.
valid till December 23rd.
So come with me then,
I don't want to go with you.
bro.
Too much of you is like not for me.
Man, come on, come with me, bro. We'll miss like 2 weeks
I
of
might-
episode. Just come.
I'll.
It's kind of flexible. We'll see. But we do need like at least an annual trip with everybody. Like
Yeah.
how we did Serbia.
Come on, guys. Jalesh's
Bro,
wedding also.
उतना traumatizing नहीं
we
होना
we
चाहिए.
had COVID in Serbia, and we're going to each place, and we're telling them that okay, guys, we have COVID, and they're like, no, it's a flu, it's okay, you can stay here, we'll wash your clothes, we'll do everything, and we're like, whoa, that's like next level, right?
Felt like a scam almost because they were charging so much for those exams or tests, but at
Bro.
the same time they're not taking it seriously at all in the city.
By the time that we reached Serbia, I think it was on 24th Eve or something, Christmas Eve, we landed in Serbia.
Right. Yeah.
And that day there were 19,000 tests taken, out of which only 1,000 were positive. Okay, 1 or 2,000 were positive.
Just spreading it.
And the day that we were leaving, that was on 2nd Jan, we all went for the test. Out of around 19 or 20,000 tests, there were 15,000 positives, bro. Within a week, look at the rapid like rise.
Because they were not controlling it at
Bro,
all, right?
that's why people were there, right, to party.
Yeah.
And even if I felt like there's something to it, like, you know, they're purposely giving like
Bro.
a positive, because each thing is 100 euros, bro,
It's a lot of
per
money.
test. What per COVID test?
Now let's talk about a trip that I was actually a part of. Let's talk about Jalesh's wedding, guys. Come on, I'm
Oh,
done with
yeah.
this Serbia
Wow.
thing. Please,
Jalish's
please.
wedding was so cool, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy happened.
No,
there.
you tell me
Did-
what
We
happened
went
to
for the
you
wedding and then we
What
saw it.
after your flight
Oh.
back.
Yeah.
Did you want to tell me? Come on.
It
tell
was
us.
just a traumatizing experience, the flight itself. So I had booked Air India because I was doing so many hops and I was like, business class to acha hi hoga, airport pe upgrade karwa lenge. And we were in Jaipur. I took a flight from there to Delhi. I was on no sleep. I was high. I was drunk. And it was like day 3 of partying. So
Continuous party.
Yeah.
That
died
was-
on the first flight.
yeah.
Just died. I'm like, plane landed, took off. When this happened, the lady is waking me up like, you need to get off the plane. I'm like, okay, fine. And then I go there to the check-in counter and I asked
This is
them,
in Delhi?
This is in Delhi. Now I'm in Delhi. And I'm like, where's the check-in? I have this flight. It's like, your flight's been cancelled.
What?
I'm
What?
like, oh,
Wow.
this is to San Francisco, 17-hour flight. And I'm like, how is this cancelled? It's like, it got cancelled. They're putting everyone on a new flight, which is 5 hours later now. And I am so sleep deprived. My legs are hurting and I'm still like post high. And I'm like,
And it's that irritation, like
Yeah.
irritating sleep where you want to sleep, but you want to sleep like
yeah, like I
comfortably,
need a
right?
shower. I need to like just die on my bed. And I
Yeah.
feel so far away mentally. And then I go to the counter and I start the process of at least checking in my bags. And I'm like, I'll find a lounge and I'll die there. And I get to the counter and I'm like, are there upgrades available? He's like, yes, there is. But you've been flagged for a random checkup. So
Wow.
before you can even do the check-in, and he takes a long time. And the people are cutting the line. You know India, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this uncle comes in front of me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I literally got an argument.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get back and get away
Did
from
you use
me.
your accent while you did that?
I think I spoke in Hindi.
Oh,
Whoa!
okay. So you
Whoa!
Yeah, I was just like,
पीछे
ऐसे तो
जाओ,
समझ
uncle,
आएगा नहीं.
पीछे जाओ.
And I literally cursed him like, you can. And then they took him away, and then he's checking me, and he's like, you've been flagged for a random checkup. So we cannot check you in. You need to take all your luggage and go to this police department, which is somewhere in the airport terminal. And they need to, and I'm like, why are you doing this to me? He's like, it's a random checkup.
Why are you doing this to me?
Random check.
Why now?
Please let me go home.
Just get me on the flight.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fine. And after like 30 minutes of arguing with everyone over there, I go to the police counter and show him this paperwork and my green card and my passport. And he's like playing with my green card on his table like this.
Oh my god.
And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is he doing? And I'm so on the edge. I'm like, लड़ना है लड़ेंगे आगे
Yeah.
पीछे."
Police है, military है, किसी को भी लाओ.
लेके आओ. And he's like, ये कहाँ से मिला आपको? I'm like, what do you mean? by-
Whoa!
Yeah, he literally was like, ये कहाँ से मिला? I'm like, कहाँ से मिला मतलब क्या है? I'm like, I'm from Vegas. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
And he's like, कैसे मिला? And I'm like, print करवाया बेंचों, दिमाग खराब कर रहा है ये मेरा. And I'm like, I live there. I'm from there. He's like, oh, अच्छा आप करते क्या हो? I'm like, interior architecture. It's like, oh. मतलब आप लोगों के पर्दे and तकिए. And that's when that's when I
So
lose my
hectic, bro.
shit.
So
This is when I
hectic.
lose my shit. Because my degree is interior architecture. You don't tell that shit to me. My degree is a lot more technical. I'm like, नहीं, वो board housewives करती है. मेरा job उससे थोड़ा ज़्यादा technical है.
Wow.
And he's like, oh, okay. Then he's like, अच्छा आपका सामान सब recheck करना है, ये forms भरने and all that, random checkup है. went. मेरे toothbrush से problem हो रही है because it's electrical. And they're like, open the full suitcase. ये नहीं ले जा सकते. I'm like, रख लो बहन, जो नहीं चाहिए toothbrush.
But it's such a, like, you feel harassed, right?
Yeah, and I was just like, what are you guys doing? And then I went back to the gate to check in my bags finally, or went to the check-in counter, and I'm like, okay, अब upgrade करा दो. Oh, there are no upgrades available anymore. I'm like, मैंने पहले बोला था करने को, तब तुमने किया नहीं. And now you're telling me this is not my fucking fault.
Yeah.
And I'm like losing my shit. And the lady's like, ma'am, I'll give you a row जिसमें तीनों seats empty हैं. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that will do. And I'm like, can I pay for the seat for the right next to me so I have a little bit more space? And she's like, no, I'll put a note on it. Don't worry. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, उसके side वाली seat के ना
Bro, you're buying 3 tickets to go back to the US.
I was just like, whatever, man. Like, at
what
this
the
point,
fuck?
I just But she was not even asking me for money, so I might as well ask for the third one.
Yeah.
She's like, अच्छा मैंने note डाल दिया. I'm like, thank you.
You stretched it.
Yes, I stretched it. There's so much happiness in my soul. Then I go to the really nice lounge, circular sofa, slept on there for 6 hours like a baby, went to the plane ready, pura row hoega and all that, reached my line. People in both those seats.
Oh.
Both those seats.
What airline is this?
Air India. Apna desh
Bro,
mahan.
don't.
And I'm just standing there looking at it like, I got played so good.
Wow.
And then I go there.
Imagine
and
you do the money also, and by then you're already on the flight. So, like, fuck it. I would have been, if I was there, I'd be like, yeah, ma'am, please, second and third, you can pay. But I ain't giving you the boarding pass.
And then I reached there, and there's an old auntie in the middle seat, and there's a younger lady on the the aisle seat, and I'm on the window. And there's some old uncle standing in the aisle, and he's like, "Oh, beta, ये मेरी wife है, मैं यहाँ बैठ जाऊँ, आप मेरे पे बैठ जाओ." I'm like, "Uncle, आपकी कौन सी सीट है?" वो बीच वाले section में 2 uncle के बीच में. I'm like, like, no, sorry, 17-hour flight है, मैं नहीं adjustment करूँगी. So I went and sat in my seat. I realized I forgot my iPad with Harry in Jaipur.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Instant regret. सारे game, movies सब उस पे हैं.
All your preps.
All my preps are in that chilling in Jaipur. And then the TV charger is not working. The plastic is coming out from the sides.
Wow.
Handrest, the plastic's coming out as well.
Are you
The
booking Air
handrest
India again?
Fuck. Review लिखना चाहिए.
This is it, bro. This is your review.
And the handrest is falling apart. The seat won't recline because that's broken as well.
Wow.
I don't have my iPad.
So you just sat
the
and
TV is not working. The entertainment unit is not working.
Was it only for you or for like
yes,
most
for
of
me.
them?
From at least my row, I know mine was the only one.
Did you look at those auntie and were like,
change ही कर लेते यार.
I think those aunties were giving you the look because she didn't like let them sit like the uncle.
so you became one of those who you go for help and you're like, no, fuck you. Like,
It was so bad. And then I was like, okay, I'll just listen to my music in my phone because I didn't download anything on my phone and drink wine and pass out. Had the food, was ready for wine. Something's going on internally in my body.
oh.
And I'm like, what is going on? And I'm like, you guys need to get up right now. You guys need to get up. That auntie legit took like maybe 6 or 7 minutes to get out of her seat.
What, was she wearing a sari or something?
There was a point, I was like, ab baith jao. I hopped over and I ran to the restroom because I was like, I cannot do
Did you
this.
get food poisoning?
I don't know what I got, but it was poisonous internally.
Air India, bro. Air India. I mean.
And so I couldn't drink anymore either. And I couldn't eat because the food was doing something to me.
And it's a long flight.
And it's 17 hours.
Yeah.
So I have to like starve myself of anything and entertainment and food and drinks. And then I think 10 hours into the flight, it got so bad where I was standing in the line for the restroom. And there was this younger lady who's like, don't go in this one because people have stopped flushing the toilet. And don't go in that one because usme toilet paper nahi hai. And I'm like,
What do you mean? People stop flushing. That's
Yeah.
so messed up, man. Like,
So people are taking dumps. And
my face was just like,
people are taking dumps and peeing on it and taking more dumps on
a
it.
week
but not
later, that
flushing.
was on the news that like a passenger
He
paid.
peed on someone.
That was a week or 2 weeks later, something like that.
wait,
And I'm
what?
like, I'm not surprised.
You know
okay.
about
Oh,
this?
yeah, I know about that though.
What was the story, bro?
I don't know. I didn't
Someone
look into
peed
it.
on
I
someone.
ignored the
Yeah,
story.
that was messed up. That was really
It's
messed up.
awful.
Wow.
Could have happened on that flight also. I don't know. Must have
Do you think
happened.
he peed on that person because The flush wasn't working.
I have
No,
no
it was-
idea. I remember going to the flight crew and being like, "Can you just give me the toilet paper because people are waiting and there's nothing there. I'll replace it." And I replaced it myself.
Whoa.
Yes. And I walked
Sick.
around the plane at like the 14th hour when I was losing my mind. And लोग ऐसे tent बना के like just chill कर रहे और सो रहे हैं. And I'm like, get me
Bro,
off
this is the
plane.
flight from India to US.
To
Just
San
imagine.
Francisco.
Like,
Do not get on the 17-hour flight on Air India. It was painful. I'm still traumatized. That was like
Yeah.
8 months ago.
Wow.
wow. And then, but you don't stay in San Francisco, right?
But I had to take another one. उसके लिए 4 घंटा wait
How
था.
how many days did you take to reach home?
It takes about a day and a half on an average. Imagine when I got home, I'm like, shower.
Oh.
That was
But the
perfect.
feeling of seeing Peanut would have been like next level.
No, I got him next morning.
But still, that
रात में-
feeling.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay, bro. I feel like I get more excited to see Thanos, like, as much as him, or maybe more. You know, like, so when I see him, I'm like,
Thanos is little, like he's manageable. Peanut, like when he jumps on you, you can fall back. He's
Whoa.
chunky. He's a chunky
so come on,
boy.
bro. It's your
Chunk.
own. It's your own chunk.
He's like 17 kilos now.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, bro. Bro, when I see him in videos, he doesn't look like how he looks like Thanos only.
Hides it well, I don't know.
Wow. You
Photogenic
take the.
now.
It's you, bro.
But no, he's he's definitely very important. But yeah, he's a handful. He's a full-time job.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, any like puppy,
Yeah.
dog.
Very sassy, very sassy. He just casually runs out of the house onto the street. Once he ran off, I was upstairs in the bedroom. There were landscapers. He got out from the backyard door, ran out of the community, got on the main street, ka signal, got in a car with someone else, went home
What?
with them.
Whoa.
4 hours later, somehow, and I'm like, on the street, Peanut, Peanut. Like, that was my state. And I'm calling my parents 3 in the morning, Peanut ran away, Peanut ran away. And
How did you get him back?
a friend of mine somehow tracked him down through like a Facebook page or something.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, like lost pups, and someone had posted about a corgi running around on the street. And they took it home.
Whoa.
And then he came home and he's just like, thirsty, hungry.
That
took a
happened.
nap.
He's like, yeah, I just went out to meet my
I had a
friend.
day out,
I
mama.
just went for baby's day out, bro. That's literally what the
Shook
movie-
your life up, but no big deal here.
How is it like being a single mother to a puppy?
Easier than a child?
Huh?
Of
But do you know what a child like would feel like?
No, I don't. I
Yeah.
guess I don't want to get that.
Oh,
You have your own child, bro. But like just training the puppy and all like by yourself is
वो
a
Dylan ने कर
big-
दिया था वो मेरे
So
को
you
करना
paid
नहीं
for
पड़ा.
it. There you go. Train him. I want him to do this. Then he's mine.
No, he's he's definitely a handful. He just always is attached to my hip, no matter
Touch
what.
is important.
Touch is important, but he also always wants to run out of the house at every given moment.
Is he running away from you?
Let's hope not. Yeah, sometimes it actually like hurts, but that day when he ran him, I'm like, अभी breakup हो गया, वो भी भाग गया, ये भी भाग गया.
Everyone's running away.
Why is this happening to me?
Maybe he just needs more space, right? Like
No, he's just been like that. Let me go play. Let me be my
he's the
own
hyper
friend.
energy.
Yeah, he's just too hyper. Always hungry. Always hungry. Gets in a trash can. Kuch bhi chhod do. And I'm like, it's just anything that gets in the way. And
I
now
feel
I
like
got.
that's how I was before, you know. Like give me anything.
I remember those days. I remember those.
Okay,
days.
we're gonna order 2 pizzas between 3 people. No problem.
I remember once you guys had a soggy piece of pizza from a sink in Coin. I remember that.
that was not me. I was not
I'm
part of
not-
that. Don't-
It was Raaghav
Give me proper food
specifically.
and I'll have it. I'm not having this sink, bro. Please. There was once with this guy, sorry, Raunak puked chunks of KFC.
And you
pieces.
ate it?
No.
no, oh my God, we were not going
This
there.
this involves no eating, only taking out.
Yeah.
So he puked. We were in Amir's house drinking, and something happens to Raunak. He's had like what the
I
mighty
think I had-
zinger?
yeah,
He had
I
a
think I had
mighty
a mighty
zinger.
zinger or
Yeah,
something.
Amir can tell you. 'Cause he picked it out from under the sink, bro. So he really wanted to puke. So he walked to the washroom, and he did not know where to puke. So he puked in the sink. Now after
So close. The commode was so close. It's like,
Almost.
Like,
that's
all
what
he
Ahmed
all
said.
he had
It's
to do
so
was-
close.
and puke. But he did this, and after some time, people are washing hands and like water's like coming up.
Yo,
And this
like-
isn't a rented place. This is Ame's house. Okay. And Ame's panicking because for some reason I feel like it was something to do with us making a lot of noise.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Raunak is just sitting and lying down on the bed. And he's just got his hand in this. He's laughing his ass off. He's like, bro, I went and puked.
And they're all cleaning it, and I'm just
And
sitting
then
there.
there's Ame and Harshit. This guy's got his like gloves on. And he's like just taking it out from the sink, bro. It's fucking disgusting just to hear, bro. Like,
Bro, at least Ame was
Yeah.
drunk that time, so he could do it, man. If he was sober, he was no way. he
bro,
was
if I was in any state, I would have seen that and I would have puked on top of it.
I
like
know.
that Air
I'm
India flight,
gagging
bro.
right now. It's so awful. You guys, yeah. That has
Those were good
happened
and dirty.
several times.
Those were good and dirty times.
I still believe it can happen. I'm afraid it'll happen in
It'll
November.
happen to you, bro. It'll happen.
Don't say that.
I hope it happens to you. He's so excited.
No, don't
Like-
jinx that shit.
Yeah. So. Go
So
for-
are we done? Is
Yeah.
that our time?
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Thank you so
Well, thanks for having me.
much.
This was so much fun.
Yeah, that was so much
I'll come
fun, bro.
next year with
More
better stories.
More
More
stories.
stories.
Yeah.
how much shit can go wrong in 1 year.
We need to know what the fuck is happening, bro. That's about it.
Yeah.
Just because you want to know.
Told you
course.
all of it.
Thank you
Wow.
so much, bro. And that's our guest, Neha. Any goodbye words for us?
Let's go get some drinks.
Whoa.
You're sober.
I'm driving you, bro. You get your wine first, then we'll see.
Yes.
All right. Raunak, you want to do the outro?
Do
you
it.
do it, bro. Today is on you.
Do it, bro.
That's been our time, and it was lovely having you, Neha. That's Raunak. This is me, Raghav, signing out. Please like, share, and subscribe, and click on any notification bell if required. And thank you. What the fuck is happening?
Woo.
Wow.